told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gon' die today and nobody.
What up, man? You know what it is. PWap with this motherfucker. We here with OakA.
Bro said, let's hit the block, you won't do that. Drinking exotic pop where your juice at. Try to talk, he get pop when he do that. We not talking a lot, thought you knew that.
Alright, man, so we're here with PWap. Man, what's good? How you living?
Man, chilling, man.
Solid?
Trying to get to it.
Oh, man. I've been asking everybody how the quarantine was, but I feel like y'all harder than before, really, since the last couple months. Like,
really got a lot of time to work.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. So you feel like it's been like a good thing for you, really? Other than the shows?
I mean, yeah. Other than the shows, shit, everything been going smooth. Really good. It gave us time to work. We got a little second tape out.
Mm-hmm.
2 tapes in 1 year.
Yeah, isolation, like deluxe pack, really. But basically,
yeah,
that's what that was. So we're gonna get into that later. Basically, I just want to start like the very beginning. Are you from Oklahoma City, like the whole born and raised?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you West Side, I know, right? You talk about that shit all the time.
Oh, God.
So at what point, like, were you always involved in music or?
Nah, bro. Really, like, growing up, niggas did sports and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it was, like, I think, like, my junior year, I started thinking about it. But I ain't starting to, on my senior year, and Seven hit me up. He used to hit me up throughout the years, but on my senior year, he finally hit me up and we went to the studio. We got some shit out, and my first song we actually did was on my birthday.
Okay.
You feel me?
And then so I seen in another interview, you've been knowing him for like a long time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then he was kind of already rapping a little bit, and we talked about it off camera a little bit. He had a little wave going, so. And you said you were rapping before y'all linked up?
No.
So that was the first time when you got to studio with him?
Yeah, that was my first time in the studio.
Okay, so what made you feel like, let me try to rap? Did you were freestyling with the
Yeah. I used to freestyle with the homies, everyday type shit. But then he hit me up. I was like, this nigga, he already had like a big fan base. He already was shooting videos and shit. So I was like, fuck it, let's get it popping.
Okay. So if you just hopped in it, where did you feel like you got your influences from?
I don't know. It's a lot of people. I listen to a lot of niggas like. Back then, I used to listen to Skip and Flip Amigos, a lot of shit like that. But I don't know. As I started making music, I could listen to as much people. It's harder to like find a lot of people I fuck with more.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask you how you feel about. I know, like, I've heard a few people say when I was doing research and stuff. I know DJ Ghost was like, he stopped the whole reaction and said you sound like Amigos.
Yeah. Shit, I started laughing when I heard that.
How you feel about people comparing you to the Migos?
I mean, it's cool, but I really don't like. I rap like me.
Yeah, for sure.
I fuck with them though. Like, I like their music too. They cool as fuck.
And then so we ask everybody this: if you had 3 collaborations, just like no limitations on it, dead or alive, anybody that you feel like you could sit down and make just a great song with, who would you go with?
Nipsey, number 1,
sure.
Off tops. I think I can get one there with like Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and him were going some crazy shit and fuck. I don't know, bro. It's a lot of people. It's just hard to just say 3, bro. But like, who new age I fuck with? I like Juice. I think I get on some shit with Juice, bro.
Thanks. Okay. That's tough because 2 of them are passed away. So
yeah, bro.
So we talked about how y'all linked up. I was curious about how y'all, when y'all came together and y'all started making music together, not being a group. Like, I mean, obviously y'all are like a duo and stuff, but y'all didn't come up with like a group name. Y'all staged all yourself. So what was the thought process behind that?
We just shit. We already got like a team, in LMG. That's us as a whole. So we was like, fuck it. We just PWap. PWap and 7 is just a part of it. You know what I mean? It's a whole.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like, you understand what I'm saying, though, as far as, like, why didn't y'all feel like, I know PWap and 7, but do y'all feel like maybe down the line y'all gonna do your own tapes, or was that part of the process, or y'all just felt like?
No, it was nothing. It was really not too much thinking into it. It was just like, let's just go ahead and get the shit popping.
Okay, for sure. Where did you get your name from? I'm curious on that.
It's a whole other crazy shit. It's a long ass story that really don't make sense, but it's some kid shit, like. But I really got it just being crazy on Facebook and shit, bro. Like, just
being petty type.
Yeah, hell yeah, just posting crazy shit. And one day I was like, I'm finna change my name, PWap. And then shit, it just stuck like that. Like, fuck it.
You heard the Young and May song?
Yeah, bro, I heard that.
What did you think about that?
I tried commenting on her shit, like, you gotta invite me to that shit. He can't be doing that shit without me.
Stole your name.
Hell yeah.
That's hilarious. So then, I mean, obviously, did you feel like the first time you got in the studio, okay, like, maybe let me keep doing this?
Yeah, when I first got in, I'm like, yeah, this was cool, but I knew, like, when I really learned how to use this shit, it's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So then, was there a point, like, down the road, where did you feel like, okay, like, we're doing this shit, we're getting a little buzz, let me, like, really lean into this shit and try to make something happen?
It was really, in 7, like I say, he had got a little deal with World Star and shit, so, you know, he did a good song with them, and he hit me up like, you want to do a song with them, like, let's get on one together. And he was like, you want to do one together? I'm like, fuck it. And that's like when I really knew, like, let's go and take this shit a little serious.
So we talked about that off camera. Kind of take us back through that, as far as, like, you said in 7 had to...
Bro, basically, this dude in 7, he been rapping for a long, like, I ain't gonna say a long time, but, like, he was on Facebook and shit, you know, rapping in people's cars and shit on his phone and shit. He started getting a buzz and shit, he started shooting videos. He dropped a song called Hella Clout. World Star picked it up, he had 200K in 1 month. And then when they picked it up, he dropped it through them, and he hit me up like, let's do a song and shit, we hopped on one.
Okay.
But he really had a big ass fan base before all this shit even popped off.
Okay, so how do you feel about World Star? I know y'all have kind of transitioned away from, like, what was that like seeing, especially if you were just starting out rapping, like, getting that type of exposure?
That's some crazy shit. It's a lot, bro. It's like it's good and bad that come with World Star. Like on the music side, but it's good. I feel like critiquing is good for everybody though.
Yeah.
Like it's hard critiquing.
So y'all were still in high school at that time?
Hell yeah. No, it was. We had dropped in the summer, so it was like
right after
high school, like a month out.
Okay, so you were, I mean, was it still like, where you had enough people like hitting you up, like, you know what I'm saying, where you were still connected enough with the high school?
Yeah, bro. Like I still fuck with the same people from high school. Like
yeah, so I'm saying, like, were people like, damn, like, I know you weren't rapping just a second ago. What was that like?
It was crazy as fuck, and like I would still be going to like, I would pull up to the little games and shit, so I would still see the same people, and it'd be a lot crazier.
So do you feel like, was it hard for you to adjust to that at all?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you feel like you're adjusted to it now at all?
No.
Okay, so is it, you got anything in particular that's one time that happened, anything you can give us that you felt like?
Too many times, bro, just crazy shit, like, just, you, like, people be staring, and, like, it be dudes and a lot of females, they be staring, and you really don't know what the tensions is, so you stare back. And then when it finally comes time, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was you, like, I fucked you, but it be like, that's why I really fuck with it, because I'm really, like, you know, I stay in my lane, stay away from people. So motherfuckers be staring and shit, I'll be like, that ain't for me.
do you feel like, how is it in Oklahoma City, like, as far as being out, are you able to, like, I mean, obviously not now, were you able to, like, go to the club and stuff like that in Oklahoma City without?
I never even really just did shit like that, but, like,
go to the mall, shit like that?
Yeah, it's like every time I go somewhere, people be fuck with me, though, like, people know.
For sure. And I feel like y'all made a point, like, especially recently, to try to, like, show love back to Oklahoma.
Hell yeah, because, like, when we left, a lot of people accused us of switching, and, like, it wasn't even nothing like that. Like, we just, you know, we was worried about one thing, and when we finally turned around and looked, a lot of people was talking about we, you feel me, left Oklahoma and wasn't showing love. So it was like, fuck it, we're gonna do that.
So what was the thought process to get out of Oklahoma?
It really wasn't one, bro. We was just dropping music. We dropped, actually what happened was, okay, we dropped No Hook. It did pretty cool on World Star, you know. We dropped the second song called Out the Gang. A lot of people haven't heard it. It didn't do as good. So World Star was like, fuck it, y'all get one more song. Y'all can drop it, and after this, we done with y'all. So we dropped this shit. We dropped Spazzin', bro. That was the last track we had dropped on World Star. And when it dropped, they didn't even know like how many numbers they did. So like after a week, it did like 300-400K. And so we hit them up and was like, our song did decent. You know, are y'all fuck with us? And they was like, oh shit, you know, they kind of fuck with it. Like,
okay, so that's why y'all put more out on there? No.
After that, we had got hit up by our team that we had signed a, I think it's a publishing. Yeah, we signed a publishing with Megabucks. That's who we. That's how we met Empire. But they had hit us up, I think through Gmail, and we talked to them a few times on the phone, and they had got us on a flight out to LA. And we met with them, and they gave us the option to stay. We stayed out there working, but we didn't sign with them immediately. They let us work a little bit. We worked for about 6-7 months, and they offered us a deal with them. We signed that. Then took us to Empire.
So it wasn't really. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Just
Yeah, it was fast,
the
bro.
opportunity came and y'all just got out.
It was either and like it was good and bad because like we didn't get to drop music for a long time, which is bad. But we got out of World Star and it was like a 360.
So World Star had signed y'all basically.
Yeah, but I didn't sign a deal with World Star.
It was just in 7.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we got out of that shit.
Okay.
It's a lot of other shit, bro.
I didn't even realize World Star was signing people.
It was. We didn't either, bro. That's the thing, bro. We didn't know that either. Like,
so y'all was getting nothing basically. Like, I mean, I'm sure it was some advance, but as far as like
we was getting some money off of it, but it wasn't nothing like.
Yeah, for sure. And then, so what is your situation now? You said you have a publishing deal, and then
we got a distro with Empire.
Okay.
They gave us a little deal up there.
Okay, so they're just doing distribution. Y'all are still
so
independent, basically. I mean,
we independent, but we go through Empire.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm curious to like, with that deal, is it y'all as 2 separate entities or like together?
PWap and 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the way it's like it's our names, but it's like a duo. You know what I mean?
Like they signed y'all as a group, basically. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how does that work as far as like I know you've done features recently with other people, just you, and obviously we talked about it, 7 has done his own stuff. Like, are y'all able to? I mean, how does that work? Clearing it with the label?
Since it's not a label, you don't technically have to clear. You know what I mean? This is just distro, so we only put out the only music that have to clear is the music we put out through them.
Okay.
When it's side tracks, you know what I mean, like features and whatever.
So you're still able to get your own bag basically, and not worry about nobody else.
Yeah,
that's dope. Okay. And then is there anything? I know we kind of talked about it. Is there a moment that anything that's happened to you so far that you just felt like damn, I can't really believe that happened? Like,
the craziest thing, bro, it was like we was in Texas. It was out there South by Southwest. We was in like a fucking small ass country ass town, and that's how we made the song Buc-ee's, bro. We was at a store, the store Buc-ee's, and we was walking in. Some fucking car people just noticed this and was like, "Y'all rap, y'all on World Star." That shit was crazy as fuck.
That's dope. And then, so let's get into a little more into the more recent music. So y'all dropped an album like early this year, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Applying Pressure.
So was that through Empire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was the thought process? I mean, was it calculated or it was just like we got a bunch of music, let's put it all out at once?
Hell no, bro. We really started working on that shit like 2018, and it was just like over time we went through a lot of songs and we finally made a group of songs that we felt like sounded good together. You know what I mean? Had the same concept. We felt like that was the right move.
Okay. And then we talked about it a little bit. Y'all were able to get the kind of the quarantine project out, just some extras. So was that just came, the isolation pack? Yeah, but that just came out of not really having anything to do, or what was y'all?
Kind of. So, yeah, really it did, bro. Because we had we did 48 hours in the studio. We had a studio session for 2 days straight, and we was like locked in. We had a lot of food and shit. We didn't leave that, and we just did a couple songs. And we picked out of those songs for our isolation tape.
Okay. So let's talk about the studio process for y'all a little bit. So are y'all getting beats sent to you? Are y'all going to look for beats, or?
It's a little bit of both. We got a couple producers we hit up on a regular, but we really just looking for beats on like YouTube, just anywhere. We just posting on our pages, hitting producers up.
For sure. And then so who's bringing beats? Are y'all? I know like with a group it's a little bit different dynamic. Are you finding the beat that you like and bringing it to PWap and saying let's try to do some of this, or how does that work? Are y'all together when y'all doing the shit, or?
Really how it go, bro. We just really bring tracks. Like I'll bring him a track, he hop on it, and he bring me one. We really like a couple of our songs we made together. We found it together, but like usually it's he like, oh, I got some shit. You need to hop on it, then
Okay, so you find a beat, put a hook on it, put a verse, leave him a verse type.
No. Like beforehand, I'll finally get on it. Then when we get to the studio, we'll get there together and we both hop on it at the same time. But like, it's never just like, I ain't gonna say never, but it's rare that we just sit down together in the studio and just let's agree to this. Okay,
so then what's the writing process like for you?
Shit, I'd wait till I get in the studio and hear it.
You just punching in basically?
Nah, I wouldn't say punching in, but like, if we in the studio and we write some shit fresh, I'll wait till I'm in the booth, actually in there, and then start writing from there, and then just go. But I don't like writing before I get to the studio.
Okay. And then so we talked about your influences. I'm curious about like I feel like y'all sound is kind of like different from what the mainstream sound is. You know, everybody's like kind of trying to sing and do shit like that right now, and y'all coming like real hard on the rap. I mean, obviously y'all switched it up a little bit here and there, but y'all real aggressive, and that's not like the popular thing. So where did that come from?
So that's just what we're feeling. That's just how it is, man. And Oklahoma, really, like it's just we just out here turned up.
For sure.
And I can't really sing. I don't have a good voice.
That's something you tried?
Yeah. You know, you got to try to be versatile,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get there. But like right now, you know, I gotta focus on what I'm good at.
For sure. Nah, I would say you got the energy for sure down.
I appreciate it.
And then so we're filming this on Saturday. Y'all dropped a song Thursday, Wednesday.
I think it was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Narcos, right? So let's talk about that a little bit. It was kind of Mexican independence theme, right?
Yeah. Really, it was a track we did a long time ago, bro. Like, did a long time ago, but N7 was just holding it in the vault. And he was telling me we was going to either drop it. First, we were supposed to drop it at Cinco de Mayo. But then we ended up not getting everything, you know, like the final masters and all that. So we finally got it recently. It was like, fuck it, let's shoot the video. We just shot the video and edited it like in a day or two.
Oh, for sure.
So then we just dropped it that quick.
And then so are you, obviously N7 is real, I've heard you speaking Spanish a little bit and stuff too. Are you have Hispanic roots?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Oh yeah, my pops is my grandma is full Hispanic.
For sure, so you're a quarter on me. And then so y'all just dropped that song. What else we got coming? You got any dates you need to give us? Anything you got planned?
We got some shit, man. We've been out in Cali working. We got a lot of videos from our EP coming.
Okay.
A lot of videos from that.
Are y'all working on any new projects, or y'all just focus on pushing the singles right now?
We got a new project coming, man.
Okay.
We got like 50% completed through it.
Okay. You got a timetable on that, you think, or?
I really don't, bro, cause we like so focused on like these videos and our EP. We was working on it was just a lot of just making songs that basically like just making music and then trying to get the video side of it out.
For sure.
All your videos coming with TaylorMade, or you switching the video?
We got some shit. We got a couple of Scholar Kid visuals, TaylorMade, of course, and we got Gabe. He is produced for a lot of big people, bro. He been out there messing with us in LA.
For sure. I wanted to talk about that too a little bit. I know I touched on it, but just kind of like I feel like y'all been trying to spread the wealth a little bit with the videographers, like trying to give everybody a look. So I mean, what you said that was calculated, right? Like, let's show love to Oklahoma, basically. And then talk about the pop-out video shoot, what you were trying to do with that.
Oh, yeah, that shit was crazy. We just wanted to like, in Oklahoma, it's like, I ain't gonna say people don't show love because they do, like obviously, but like, people don't, you just rare that you really just see it, and we wanted to show that, so we invited everybody out, and we didn't really know how it was gonna turn out. So it was like, fuck it, and it really went good.
You said it wasn't good?
It went real
Oh,
good.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like it was.
No, that shit was crazy, bro. It was real crazy. Like,
for sure.
A lot of people came.
So how do you feel like the state of music in Oklahoma is right now?
It's, bro, I ain't never seen it this crazy
Facts,
right now. Like, it's
sure.
crazy, bro. People out here running up thousands of views, bro, hundreds of thousands. That shit is crazy.
Yeah. So, as somebody who's been able to go to a level that not a lot of people in Oklahoma have been able to, what do you feel like, if you had to give some advice to somebody, what would you say?
Just keep going, bro. It's our time, obviously, bro. Look how many people is doing it. It's not one or two. It's groups, and like people getting 10,000, hundreds of thousands, like selling out shows, bro. It's like some shit that's like we never seen before.
For sure. I feel like we got the like bubbling up, like ready to really pop. And then so you said you got a lot of videos coming. Y'all working on the tape. What? No shows, obviously, with Corona. I'm gonna just ask you this: Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh shit! I see myself, hey, bro, in a real good position. Hopefully on the charts, bro.
Yeah.
Like on the billboards.
For sure. Hopefully, because if you get on the billboards, y'all get on the billboards. That's great for everybody.
Yeah.
So we're all rooting for y'all, man. that's pretty much all I got, man. Appreciate you sitting down with us. Hopefully we can get N7 in here sometime soon. Link
Yeah,
up with
man,
him.
it's supposed to be here, man.
But other than that, man, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate you too, man.
Yep.